What's good, everyone, and welcome to the ADHD Gamer, the weekly podcast where we keep you up to date on all the video game and pop culture news. We are your hosts today. My name is Mike McMahon, and I'm joined by...
Murdoch the Relox King!
Yeah, there you go. Get it, boy. All right. Are you ready for this wonderful hurricane we have today, sir?
Oh, fuck, man. I am not. Well, I've been preparing, but it's still just like a process. And you keep seeing like skew first, further east, and you're like, all right, well, at any point it can just come straight across the state and we're screwed.
Yeah, I guess the European model of the what you call it is has there's a European model for radar, and there's also a American model for the radar, from what I learned from somebody at the hospital the other day. Yeah. And I guess the European model seems like is the one that's very very true, almost, as I should say, because usually that's how it goes with the European technology. And the National Hurricane Committee, or whatever they're called, doesn't want to use Center doesn't want to use that one. I guess they use the American model, which makes sense, but
they're mostly going off our towers and all that other stuff and our Doppler and shit. Man,
go by if you want to go.
A lot of those models have just said, hey, it's just going to sit over our counties and just flood the shit out of it. Yeah. It's just going to stop and rest there. I'm like, oh, that ain't freaking good, man. Especially, I'm kind of a flood zone here too. Like,
yeah. I feel you. Out here, it's pretty bad too, especially because we're on swampland out here. So out here, it gets pretty bad. I'm hoping that I got to go outside and clean up the missiles outside, and clean up kids' toys and stuff so they don't go through my windows. And we live in the kind of house we live in, so hopefully my house doesn't get destroyed. So
I got chairs and shit and a trampoline outside. I gotta go take all that shit down today. It's gonna be just insane. It's just so much preparedness, and people act like freaking idiots at Walmart and everything. Man, I went to Home Depot the other day just looking for a generator or something just in case, and literally the whole parking lot's stacked full, and people are trying to run your ass over for no effing reason. Like, this is stupid, guys. Let's just be organized. Which is funny because...
What annoys me about it is that we live in Florida, and most of these people should be from Florida at this point, or should be used to the hurricane. You should, I don't want to say be stacked at all times, but I am going to say, like, certain people, like my grandma, grandpa, normally have a case of water just in case for that stays there, because it never goes bad. So it just stays there at all times, for these reasons, in case, or they have like random gas just sitting around just in case. And, and what pissed me off the most, man, was Wednesday night, everybody, gas was out everywhere, and I still got to get to work, and I can't get gas anywhere. So like, these people are taking all the gas. Like I pulled up at Wawa at 2:00 in the morning to get gas, and thank God they had it. But there was a guy at the only other pump that had it. So they had Wawa had like 20 pumps. So 2 pumps had gas. I got up there, got my gas, and this other guy that pulled up to the one beside me was getting 2 55-gallon drums of straight gas. I'm like, bro, that's cool and all. Like, that's understandable. If you were doing that on a normal day, whatever. But like, I understand why you're doing this, but people still got to get to work.
One of my brothers was telling me that last time during Irma, they were watching a guy fill up a plastic trash can with gasoline.
Oh my God!
Pump. I'm like, that didn't work out too well for him. That probably stuff melt right through on the way home.
There was a picture my father-in-law showed me last night about the guy was filling up 5-gallon buckets of gas. Like, dude, it'll eat through that shit.
Yep. You can really tell the true Floridians when you go, because like, I went to Auburndale Walmart, and everybody there is from, been there forever and a day. So they're just walking around like zombies, just with the look on their face. I can't believe I'm here and I'm having to do this shit right now. They're just annoyed about having to prepare.
There's no, I mean, or just doing your normal shopping, like just doing like, oh man, I guess I got to go to the grocery store, like doing your normal shopping, and then like all these people are like rushing, and you're like, man, come on, dude, you've been here long enough. If you've been a Floridian your whole life, this is something you gotta, this is something you gotta do.
Yeah,
it's fucking stupid. because that's crazy, man. That you've been here so long. You've been through these. We went through what, three? Was it three big ones, five big ones back in 2004?
Yeah,
It's three or
something like that.
something like that.
They made
Anyway, I
like a
remember.
crisscross and then went straight up the frickin'
I,
middle.
I remember being out of school a lot of days, but
I
so
remember
that
a lot of
a
hurricane
month and a
babies
half.
coming from that.
Yeah, I remember like a month and a half of being just straight out of school.
Yeah.
But which was nice.
Auburndale got hit really bad.
Yeah, we got hit bad.
Tornadoes.
I lived in Auburndale at the time, so we got hit really bad. Um, but then we got hit by Irma. Was that last year
2
before?
years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got hit by Irma, and Irma was pretty bad. And thank God that did nothing to any of us around here, but it did some damage.
I had to work during that. Oh, that sucked.
Oh, I bet. My father-in-law is a firefighter, and he had to work during that. He's got to work during this one too. He was telling me last night that it's like they cancel vacation time, they cancel everything, and you gotta come in no matter what. And I mean, unless you're out somewhere. I mean, unless you're already out of state, there's nothing they can do. But
They were having us work 14 or 12 to 16-hour days every day, and we had to be out in the hurricane, answering calls and stuff. And it was just like, it was pure madness. And there was no AC, no nothing. I can't sleep during the day, because all my shift was at night. So it's so freaking hot in the house. I said, well, screw it. They're going to make me work. I went and got in their car, turned the AC on, turned the car on, and just slept in my car every day.
I would.
Yeah.
I would have done the same thing.
I'm like, otherwise I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to get in a car accident because I haven't slept all day.
Let them pay for the gas, and you just enjoy your AC.
For sure.
I think I would have done the same thing.
Yeah. Well, if you guys haven't figured it out, there may be no gaming news next week. But yeah.
Depending
Mainly
on
because of power losses and internet and whatever.
And depending on what happens to people's houses. So
yeah.
Hopefully I can come home to one.
Yeah.
So guys, like we said, this is the ADHD Gamer. You can find us on audio podcasts pretty much anywhere. Jonathan, what are we on now? They're on so fucking many. What are we on? We're on iTunes,
Apple.
We're on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, I believe. Give me 2 seconds here while I sit here and look at. Okay, so you got
YouTube.
YouTube. Oh, for video, it's definitely facebook.com/ADHD Gamer and youtube.com/ADHD Gamer. You can check us out.
Please go there and like, comment, follow, share, all that garbage.
Leave us comments to let us know what you want to hear, what you want to do. That way we can talk about this. Oh, okay. So
if you're listening to this right now, please, comment on our stuff. We really enjoy like going back and forth with you. Some of you people, it's really been a good time.
And please don't take it as argumentative.
Right? No.
No, please don't do that. I mean, I'll tell you, I'm not gonna lie to you. If there's anybody that's argumentative in this world, it's me. Actually, it happened right before this show. I'm a very argumentative person. But that's also because I'm tired.
That's probably why we gravitate to each other.
Yes, correct. I agree. But don't take it as please. I mean, I know we said in the first episode of the show that we're going to get very controversial on certain things, but please don't take it as argumentative. Please take it as just having a friendly conversation and giving you my version or opinion, which I know I'm the hypocrite because I always say opinions are wrong. But please take mine and I'll take yours and we'll go about it and we'll have a nice little debate.
That happens to me more than often. I agree. The way I write and talk must come off as me being aggressive. So when I write something down, a lot of people just take it as, oh, you're being a dick. No, I'm not. I'm just having a logical or a kind conversation with you. That's it.
The way you talk comes off aggressive sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I can't imagine how that happened.
No, I can't. Neither can I. Probably has to deal with a lot of your ex-job there.
Yeah. Dude. Honestly, if I come off that way, just know that that's not being me. That's just me being straightforward or blunt with you or whatever. So,
I come off as aggressive as well, and mine's usually dealing. My dad used to do that like bad when I was a kid, and I think I learned from it. God, I hate it. So the podcast services we're on are Apple Podcasts, we're on Stitcher, Spotify, Podbean, TuneIn Radio, and iHeartRadio that you guys can check us out on. There will be more. If we are not on the one that you listen to or the one you normally get your services on, please let us know, and I will do whatever I can to get us on there. And I mean, it's very simple, so I will make sure that we're on there. And like we said, video-wise, YouTube and Facebook. Is there anywhere else we're video, or is it's YouTube and Facebook, and that's it for video? Correct?
Yeah, YouTube and Facebook's all we got on our Facebook right now.
All right, cool.
And YouTube. Sorry.
So no, that's fine. And like we said, that's ADHD, or it's ADHD Gamer on Facebook and ADHD Gamer also on YouTube. Thank God we got our names, because that's hard to do nowadays. So you want to hop into the news?
Hop into the news. Let's do that.
let's get the Polk County gaming news.
Polk County gaming news.
Let's get into it.
Jesus.
So this we're gonna for some reason we're getting a new Resident Evil to be revealed at TGS, which is Tokyo Game Show. This comes from Matt Perslow, IGN. The only reason I say for some reason is because these screenshots of it do not look like Resident Evil 8, nor do they look like a
previous reiteration.
Yes, a remake, if you will, like which is what I was hoping it was going to be. Or 8 would have been nice, but I was honestly hoping for a 3 remake, because But one of the only Resident Evil games I've ever beat was Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, and I loved it.
That's probably one of the most popular throughout time, especially in that genre or that section.
That, and I always hear people talk about 4. I can never get into 4 because of I guess I'm too used to dual sticks to do, for the camera and walking. And when I'm doing Callie out. When I'm doing dual sticks, they don't have that function. You got the walk around and the camera on the one stick. So I was hoping.
I don't even consider 4 in the same group as 1 through 3, because they changed everything about the game with 4.
Right. I mean, because 3 was that kind of So, this is what I was hoping. This kind of looks like, a 4-player co-op multiplayer type game, kind of like what was the game?
The Hunk game, the Umbrella Corp game, or whatever.
Yeah, but I think this looks that Umbrella Corp game. I think when they looked at it in the beginning, looked very horrible. Like they knew that was going to be bad.
Yeah,
this seems to be getting some solid. I guess they had from the trailer. Mm-hmm. Some screenshots from the trailer, and the screenshots don't look massively horrible. I'll try to see if I can put some of the screenshots up in this video and see if maybe I can maybe if we can add some screenshots to it so we can show you guys.
We certainly can do that.
I'll do that. Throw some screenshots up on so you can see what we're talking about here. Jonathan, you should be able to see the screenshots in the link that I sent you there.
Yeah, it's not working, but.
The IGN link's not working?
Nah, that's okay.
Okay. So, Capcom, this comes from Matt Perslow, IGN, like I said. So this is coming straight out of the article. Capcom is teasing a new Resident Evil project, which will reveal at Tokyo Game Show this September. The tease comes in the form of a website titled Project Resistance, which is project-resistance.com. If you look at Project Resistance, you can look at the R and the E of resistance, and the R and the E are in that Resident Evil form of they're both red and they're both capitalized. So you can definitely tell it's a Resident Evil title. The website explains that the teaser trailer for the new project will be shown on September 9th at 3 p.m. UTC. What is UTC?
Universal Transatlantic. I don't remember. So it's something crazy like that.
I know. Okay, so 8 a.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. UK, which is overseas, and then 1 a.m. for American. Is that AEST? Is that American Eastern Standard Time? Or is that Australian Standard Time?
I think that's Australian.
Okay, and then you can, and of course, make sure you stay tuned for future updates. Project Resistance will be shown at Capcom's booth at Tokyo Game Show, in which gameplay is promised. The game will be on stage September 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th.
I see a group of these 4 people on here. Sorry, I
Yes.
didn't mean to cut you
Oh,
off.
no, you're fine. That's the one I was talking about. That's
Yeah,
64. Yeah.
which makes it seem like this is the beginning of the outbreak and they're trying to survive in Raccoon City or something like that. You
Yeah.
know, that I mean it this obviously you can't go off an image,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Right. Right.
that's the immediate thought I have when I look at this is,
It could be just
oh,
a
this
trade.
is yeah, this can be a 4-person survival or something like that. You know,
If they
hope
do it, if
yeah,
they do it in the wake of a how I'm not sure if you played World War Z, but how World War Z was so fun with how they did it, with how they did their co-op. If they
yeah.
do a co-op adventure kind of like that, but I kind of hope they do. I kind of hope this is just a trailer and it is their next big thing. It is because this obviously isn't a remake. So
I
I mean,
mean, unless they
what?
add people to a storyline,
Yeah,
you
right,
know. So I mean, Nemesis's storyline wasn't like something crazy, you know. So
right.
they it's possible they could add other elements to the game, but who knows?
I'm actually kind of. I mean, it would be nice to get a good, nice
Yeah,
co-op Resident Evil. It would,
yeah,
because I enjoyed the one I enjoyed the most was 5 playing co-op. I know people hate 5 and 6. I thoroughly enjoyed 5
yeah.
as beating it. I'm sorry, I said that's the only one I beat. I beat 5 as well. I beat 6 as well too, unfortunately. But 5 was just
6
so
was way too easy.
yeah. 6 was just annoying.
Yeah, I
Um,
loved 5. I loved the
I
whole
love yeah.
scene and everything. It was up to date, like Resident Evil 4. You know, I didn't have a problem with it. I enjoyed the story and everything about it. So
Yeah, so did I, and like I beat it on every. I don't do this. I don't go back and beat games on every difficulty, and
yeah,
that one I did. Like I fully enjoyed it. Um,
I can't do that either. A lot of times, just because I've seen the story already. I know
yeah,
what's
if I'm
happening.
done, I'm done.
Yeah,
If
I'm
I'm
done.
done, I'm done.
So
I
I'll
can't
start at the difficulty I want to be at and be done with
right
that.
unless it's something like a big RPG Fallout
Yeah,
or where you can just keep going, or some Assassin's Creed you can keep going so you can get collectibles and things of that nature. I'll do
yeah.
that, but when it comes to a storyline, I'm not going to play back to the story most of the time. This is who I am. Like I know if I'm done, I'm done. Like it's
Well,
and
that's the reason we're probably playing these single player games too, is we want to enjoy the story less
yeah,
than, get through shit. So,
right, and get and 100% the game, which I am a perfectionist on some extent, but
mhm,
like on these, I just kind of want to get the full functionality of just the story and enjoying
yeah,
it.
just
Um,
immerse yourself in that shit. And,
yeah.
mhm,
And that's what I'm kind of hoping this one is. I'm hoping this is a 4-player co-op to where you can play with 2 people and it's okay, or because finding 4 people to play games these days, if you're over the age of 25, is kind of hard.
yeah.
Um, Especially because just work and things of that nature, it doesn't work out well.
Yeah. Nobody
Um,
has the same schedule. None of your friends. Just
yeah,
think about your friends and what they do and
yeah.
how
I mean,
they
I
would
mean,
have time to play with you.
it's like me. I work at night, so a lot of my friends play at nighttime. So
Mhm.
there's no way. And by the time I get home at 2, 3, 4 a.m., it's everybody's knocked out. So I'm playing by myself. So
Yeah.
that's kind of why I've went over more to single player games, which I'm playing Control right now. Talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, but I think this is we'll see more about this. And like I said, Tokyo Game Shows in September, the 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th, I believe it says. Yes, it was. So we'll have more information on that, and hopefully we can get some good stuff on that. Like I said, I'm really hoping that the RE engine is so good they build these in, because you look at Resident Evil 2 was built in the RE engine.
Mhm.
And then you look at also, I don't know if you knew this, but Devil May Cry 5 was built in the RE engine. So um, they're showing that multiple types of games can be formed in that one engine. Like, you know how EA uses Frostbite for everything, and it's ass on a lot of games that are built. So that it's what ruins the game development. This Resident Evil 2, the RE engine was Resident Evil 2. I don't know if it was Resident Evil 7. It might have been. And then it was also DMC5. And DMC5, as we know, is a way different game than Resident Evil. So
Mhm.
seeing how they build that in there is really cool. And if that very good possibility they can build they can build a 4-player co-op game out of that. And so this will be exciting to see. I mean, I'm just excited to see more people for Resident Evil, because a lot of people like that.
What about things you don't want to see? I don't want to see a Resident Evil version of a battle royale. I'm
No,
sorry.
that I do not want to see. No, that I do not want to see.
I
But
mean, they
there was,
actually, now that I think about it, that could be kind of interesting. Like zombies are coming in and there's a ring, and you have to like do a co-op defense or something like
yeah,
that. That could
and you
be
got it,
interesting.
and then kill each other at the end.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like
So
there's 3 bullets. Who's gonna take it?
wasn't
Somebody's gonna
there
die.
wasn't there a game called Resident Evil Outbreak?
Yes, there was.
Wasn't that the which one was that? That was it was Raccoon City, right? That was Resident Evil Outbreak. Raccoon
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it was those little tiny clips of different Raccoon City moments, I think, where you'd
It was
play through a section.
PS2.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was
You'd play
PS2.
through a
Okay.
section or something, and then it's like little story moments, I think
Yeah,
is how it was.
I'm looking it up right now. It was PS2. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm hope. Yeah, you could select your character and all like.
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, hopefully this will be a more solid version of that.
yeah.
I think that was the version that everybody liked, though. I think the Resident Evil Outbreak was the one that people liked. I'm not big on Resident Evil, so I'm not sure. Um,
I enjoyed Outbreak. It was the gameplay was fun. There wasn't really a story to it, which pissed me off a little bit. But other than that, the gameplay and being able to play specific moments was interesting.
yeah,
Hmm.
and the so guys, you can check the keep being teased until the day, and you can go to projectresistance.com and you can look that up, and that's for the new Resident Evil project they're doing. Hopefully, we'll see how that is. So, this do anything for you, Jonathan? Does that story for you?
I'm not keeping my hopes up, man, because like we've just discussed, we've listed a bunch of shitty Resident Evil games that they've just kind of tried to force out there.
Yeah,
And really, really, what I want is another quality game like Resident Evil 7 to be played, because that was just such an immersive experience that you scared the fucking panties off of you. Like,
how long has it been since 7?
oh shit, man,
See, this is
three
where the god
years, 3 years,
this
4 years.
this is where the goddamn intern needs to be here.
I know that motherfucker's always lacking.
That bitch went to Georgia. He ran.
He ran. That pussy.
Fucking dick. He ran. Non-Floridian ass Floridian. Um, January 24th, 2017. So it's been almost 3 years at this point.
Yeah.
It's still not a lot of time to make a new game. But we'll have to see, because that's not, I don't know. I still want to play it, man, but it's God.
It looks like they went more the style of Resident Evil 2
Yeah.
with it, which disappoints me because that Resident Evil 7 was terrifying. Fucking terrifying.
Yeah, so it didn't really have a lot to do with zombies, right? It was more of the monster aspect, right?
It was the whole new generation of the T virus and all that stuff. So it just converted human beings into psychopaths for the most part. But the story was good. Like, they had paranormal elements of it, and just the way they did the first person in the face, you're inside that person look was just amazing. It was scary as balls.
That probably made
Played
that
on
probably
me.
made it, that probably made it freakier because you couldn't see behind you at all
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
And that made it freakier. So if you did turn around, there might have been something in your face.
And they really did great with the surreal moments of, like, people would grab you and spin you around and the screen would spin and somebody jump in your face. Everything was just such a level
Yeah.
of detail that it was just like watching a horror movie and being inside it.
That sounds good for Resident Evil lovers. I mean, or being horror lovers, should I say? Because that's not something for me. I would shit myself. This next one kind of hits me in a place to where I want to yell at people a lot, and people that I love. Uncharted movie lost its 5th director. As we know, the Uncharted movie is starring Tom Holland as Nathan Drake. I'm gonna guess they're doing a younger Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
This has been talked about for 2011, since 2011, 2010, I think, is when this came out. It's lost its 5th director at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and ask Sony at this point. This is coming from me, somebody that loves the Uncharted series. Just shut this shit down. We don't need every video game series to be a movie. Do I think Uncharted should be a movie? Yes. Do I think you should have thought about this fact of getting a director and possibly working with the team that made Uncharted? Yes,
Hmm.
because they're the ones that created the lore. So you should let that. We learned with movies like Assassin's Creed and other things, other video game movies, that the directors usually don't work with the teams that made the lore. So that's why I'm really hoping the Witcher show works with CD Projekt Red to make this or works with Andrei Sapkowski, which is the author, to do this, and that way they can make a better movie. We talked about with the Metro 2033 movie, and working with Dmitry Glukovsky, so that the lore's there, that it's authentic. And this is crazy. I mean, this is your fifth director at this point. Why in the hell do you still have a movie? This isn't massive news, but this is news to me because I this is something I was big on. Like when they talked about the movie, I was like, yes, sounds great.
Hmm.
Do Nolan North. Let Nolan North play that part. Let Nathan Fillion play that part. Nathan Fillion is like looks just like fucking Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Nolan North looks like Nathan Drake because he voices Nathan Drake. I mean, let one of them play that part. Nolan North or Nathan Fillion did I believe Nathan Fillion did a what's it called? A kind of like a mock-up
Oh
to
yeah.
show what it would look like, kind of like Ryan Reynolds did the Deadpool pre thing to show him what a movie would look like, and it looked amazing with Nathan Fillion doing it. I mean, like I said, oh my god, dude, it'd be great with it, and they just this annoys me. This really does.
I've been saying for a long time, and I know you have too, that video games are just not meant to be made into movies.
Some are not.
Movies, yeah, I mean,
Some
movies
are not.
are just not the platform to release a game that takes you 60 hours to fucking play, you know?
Some are not. Yeah, you can't. I
Yeah.
mean, it's hard. It's hard to I mean, it's hard to mash 60 or 80 hours into a 2 hour movie,
Yeah.
and because you're gonna skip so many parts, and that's why people hated movies like Assassin's Creed. And
I can't
I
even
like
tell you
I
too
liked
many video
Assassin's.
game movies that I liked.
I mean, there's certain ones I didn't like some of the Mortal Kombat's I liked.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, but
I,
that was just silly.
yeah, yeah. I liked Assassin's Creed, and that's because I understood it. A lot of people didn't like it because it was a lot of talking, but that's what Assassin's Creed is a lot of talking. So
Yeah.
I liked it like that.
I've
Um,
always wanted to watch it, and everybody just turned me negative against it, so I just
there's
refused to
nothing
watch
wrong
it.
with it. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with it. I mean, yeah. I mean, who plays that? Is it Fassbender? I think it's
Yeah.
Fast. That fast. He's great, man.
Yeah.
That movie's not horrible. Is it great? No. Is it horrible? No. It's like a mid-tier movie that I would say definitely watch if you get a chance. It's not horrible. I watched it. I took my brother to the theaters. My brother enjoyed it. My brother was like 12 at the time, and he thoroughly enjoyed it. Um,
That's what's keeping me from watching Alita Battle Angel right now. It's just the
I
worry that it's going to ruin it.
I've heard it was so good though. I mean, it's gotten
Yeah.
great reviews and everything. Jeez, I slept on my arm wrong. It's got great reviews, and I've wanted to watch it too. It's the same thing as Alita. I've heard great things about,
Yeah.
and I've just
It
always.
just looks so good. All the trailers look amazing.
I mean,
Uh,
think about the fact of when we went and watched Ghost in the Shell. I mean,
yeah.
we went and watched Ghost in the Shell, and you go in with that mindset of, oh, this movie's gonna be horrible, or you go in with an open mindset and you're like, oh, okay, well, you surprised me a little bit. Ghost
Hmm.
in the Shell kind of did surprise me a little bit.
It
Scarlett
did.
Scarlett surprised me that she could actually play that part. Like it, I mean, it was good. It really was.
A lot of people gave that movie shit, and I
They
loved
did.
it. I
Did
loved
so
it.
did I. I loved it. I mean, growing up watching Ghost in the Shell and then going back and watching that was wonderful. Didn't we went and watched that and did we go watch the new cartoon in theaters too? Or no, they didn't drop it.
No, 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 no.
They
We
didn't drop
didn't do
that.
any of
So it was the movie I'm thinking about. We went to see.
that.
But yeah, I mean, not every video game deserves like The Last of Us. The Last of Us The Last of Us does deserve a movie, but they have to do it justice. And
Well, a TV series for something like that would be a much better platform, in my opinion.
I fully agree with you. And the thing I like now is that Sony Entertainment Pictures is bringing in, which is who their movie division is bringing in PlayStation reps or PlayStation people, because they're the first studios, obviously, making these games to help with these, which is great, which is awesome. I believe if anybody should have the license to do these movies, it should be Sony, which they obviously have the license because it's their license. but Sony Entertainment Pictures needs to bring these people in that make these games and be like, okay, you guys are the experts. I'll give you a big money director. You just tell him what to do. And, that's the best because directors, they don't want to listen to you, So hopefully, I'm hoping that's what happens.
Give them those big money. Don't even need the big money. Give me the writers that are making these badass video games and let them write the damn story because, I mean, Jesus. They do such a good job.
They're the ones that were doing that. Yeah, I agree. The Uncharted film was Tom Holland's the only one that's cast right now.
Right.
I'm trying to see. I was trying to see if we got I'm trying to see who all the directors were of this because it's bad. Like I know who was their last director. And it's still set for a 2020 release, still a December 2020 release, and they haven't even started shooting yet. So,
yeah,
that's the thing. I'm like, you know what?
If you're gonna do that, you need to at least push back the date because that gives me a vote of no confidence at this point. Because if they wait, what's gonna happen?
So, you got
the story's gonna suck.
So you got who we have here? They started with director David Russell. So you had David Russell starting out. That was in 2011. Then you had Neil Berger take over in 2011. That's 2. Then we had Seth Gordon, 3. Sean Levy, 4. And Sean Levy's the one that casted Tom Holland. And then now we got Dan Trachtenberg. And Trachtenberg just came in on January 14th, 2019. And he just left in August of 2019.
What's Sony doing for them to all want to leave?
Most of them say creative differences.
Oh.
What that sounds like to me is I'm a director. I wanted to go this way. Sony's like, no, you're not going this way, which I'm hoping this is just coming from me and an opinion and me hoping of Sony's like, no, bitch, we make the game. Mm-hmm. You're not doing this the way that we want you to. So, yeah. And which is good, which is if that's what's happening, I'm like, okay, awesome.
Especially Sony. If it's like a continuity thing for the whole Uncharted series or trying to give us what we want of having exactly a copy of the game onto a movie or a TV series. Yeah. That's understandable, but then again, I feel like it really is that Sony's just being dicks to the directors. There's underlying shit that they're like, nah, we're not doing that.
I'm sure there's a bunch of shit that we'll never find out, unless they do a massive, unless somebody does like a massive interview with them and they talk about it. That's something I don't think we'll find out about. But this is just one that
care enough about the project for anybody to go that deep into it.
I think at this point, losing 4 directors, anybody that's big in the Uncharted series and is waiting for this movie. I honestly forgot this movie was even coming out until the news came out. It rubs me the wrong way because Uncharted is one of my favorite series and my wife's played them all and it would be a great movie to go watch. And if it was good, and it just sucks because it's probably going to be horrible. And Tom Holland can't catch a damn break. So, I mean, Tom Holland dealing with the whole Spider-Man loss and now this, I mean, it's because I'm going to probably 1000% promise you Tom Holland, if this agreement doesn't come down to an agreement, I know there's reports that they've came down to an agreement, Disney and Sony, and I don't think they fully signed on it yet. And if they don't come down to an agreement, I don't think Tom Holland will be Spider-Man anymore. Mm-hmm. So it kind of sucks for him. All right, moving on. Overwatch on the Switch, possibly. There was a massive case leak. So this comes from Michael McWhirter over at Polygon, and this kind of same thing happened with Diablo. When they announced we were going to announce Diablo for the Switch, they dropped a case, or I believe it was a Pro controller or something that had Diablo on it, and that's how they kind of find out. We also have BlizzCon coming up in a couple weeks or a month, I believe, month or 2. So that could be released there. There's also been rumors for a couple years now, for about a year or a couple months now, on a female action character coming to Switch that or coming to Smash that kind of resembled the the Tracer vibe.
Mhm.
Um, so this makes sense to me. This case looks 1000% real. This case, what happened was the power, which it comes from a third party reputable company, which is Power A. It's one of Nintendo's third party companies that makes a lot of their cases. It did say in there that it was officially licensed by Nintendo and Blizzard Entertainment. Um, I
And it
don't
was
really
leaked on
think
Amazon, right?
correct.
Amazon UK.
No, Amazon. It was just Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Um, just regular Amazon. I don't think you can as a like I can't go on Amazon and be like, hey, I'm going to post something under the Power A account. No, I
No.
can't do that. So to me, this seems real. And if this is coming out, if this case is coming out, then that means that the I fully can see Overwatch coming out on Switch. And to me, what this tells me is, I know a lot of people are waiting on Overwatch 2 or, because Overwatch is getting up there. It's kind of
Yeah.
like Rainbow Six Siege at this point. Um, Actually, I think they were the same year, 1 year apart. But at this point, are we getting a new Overwatch, or are they just going to keep dropping characters into that, like Rainbow Six Siege is talking about having 100 operators?
Yeah.
They're not dropping a new game. So is that what we're doing with Overwatch, and just getting like quality of life improvements? And this kind of tells me that I think that's what's going to happen. I don't think we're getting. What I'm hoping that comes out of this is when this does get dropped, which I'm going to guess is going to be at BlizzCon. If I was to guess, it would be really cool to see crossplay and cross progression.
Yeah, absolutely. I was talking to a friend of mine last night actually about this, and he was just telling me, I've been looking for a reason to buy the Switch. There's been a lot of great stuff, and if Overwatch comes for it, I think that's going to be the deciding factor. I'm like, really? Yeah, really? That's cool. I mean, okay. That's great and all. I mean, we play
Not
it
the
on the
reason I
PC
would
all
buy
the
a Switch,
time.
but
I mean,
not
there's a
not the
lot of
reason I'd buy
great.
a Switch, but
No, 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 no. There's a lot of great things on
yeah,
there. I try
yeah.
to tell them, like, there's reasons for you to get it now.
I mean, without this being there, now, I mean,
Yeah.
if they dropped a like Switch edition or a Overwatch edition Switch, then yeah, do your thing. Like that one like that Disney one they dropped in Japan. Yeah, I would have went and got that.
Yeah.
Uh, but this is just something I think has been foreseen for a long time. I mean,
Yeah.
like I've just said this before. Excuse me. Paladins runs so well on Switch, and Paladins is basically a knockoff of freaking Overwatch anyway. So seeing that there, it was just a matter of time before this came over.
Well, we'll find out in November 1st when BlizzCon comes out.
Good. I mean,
Hopefully we'll find out.
yeah. Eh, I'm sure. Well, I mean, it could also happen in the following days, because normally Nintendo has been known to have Nintendo Directs on the 12th and 13th, on the 12th and 13th, or 12th or 13th of September. So hopefully
All right,
hopefully we'll see something. We might see something there as well. Um,
At the very least, we'll get some gameplay or something out of it.
yeah.
In
Yeah.
November.
We'll I don't think it'll look horrible on the Switch, because the art style is just.
No.
I don't think they'll have to do much with it. I really don't. The art style is pretty solid on that. And you think about it, there's not really many first-person shooters on Switch, so that could do something for it.
Well, people are playing Overwatch all over the place, and whether it's scaled down or not, it doesn't really matter.
Because you can play it on a shitty computer.
Yeah, you can, and it'll still look pretty.
And that's mostly all Blizzard games. Diablo, you can do it with. WoW. I mean, that's the one thing I like about Blizzard is they keep you don't have to have the biggest rig to be able to do that.
Well, they just did Diablo, and everything. So their new little Nintendo partnership, their new Nintendo partnership thing that they're doing, this just lends to it. I mean, I think there's plenty of credence there for us to just say, yeah, well, we're getting Overwatch.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's kind of another one of those it's about time things.
Yeah. Show it off a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Let your titties hang out. You
should. I mean, you're one of the top selling first-person shooters of all time, and you created a what's the word I'm looking for here? You created a style, should I say? With the hero shooter.
Hmm.
And it's lovely. I mean, I love that game. I can never stick with it when I play it. Um, the rest of the Mortal Kombat 11 fighters have been announced. So I dropped you a little picture here in the notes.
Yep.
Already available now is Shang Tsung and Nightwolf. Um, this, by the way, this does nothing for me. I'm not a Mortal Kombat fan, but I'm just letting you guys know.
I wish I was a Mortal
I
Kombat
wish,
fan because these players sound awesome.
besides one of them, the
Oh,
Terminator T800 with the likeness of Arnold Schwarzenegger looks great,
oh
and
yeah.
that'll be here for y'all on October 8th. Sindel will drop November 26th. This horrible rendition looking of Joker will drop January 28th, and then Spawn will be March 17th.
He looks like a snazzy gangster mixed with Heath
You
Ledger's
know what,
fucking
you know what
thing.
it looks like? You know what it looks like?
Uh,
Have you ever watched a Batman porn parody?
no, but
That's exactly what
but
Joker
I
looks.
feel like that's what I'm looking at this moment.
Yes, you're looking at a porn parody of Joker.
I mean,
That's exactly what that looks. This looks like some long dicked random that's dressed as Joker, ready to
it
plow
does.
into a win. This is exactly what this looks like.
Even like the downward eyes, like, hey, girl.
Yes, yes, this is exactly what this looks like to me.
They're trying to go creepy, and it's just way sexual.
This looks like somebody with the name Dean Martin is ready to plow into a Harley Quinn. This is exactly what this looks like to me.
This motherfucker looks like he just handcuffed a girl to a bed and says, I'm going to start eating double stuffed Oreos in front of you. All
Yeah,
of them.
watch me lick this crew. Yeah,
But
it's
the next one I would love to play.
Spawn on March 17th would be great. I mean, are you talking about the next release?
No, Spawn.
Oh yeah, Spawn. Yeah, Spawn hasn't been in a fighting game since Soul Calibur. I think it was Soul,
Hmm.
one of the Soul Calibers he was in, and it's it's just weird how they're releasing these. They're dropping them like a
Yeah,
couple.
there's a weird stagger.
Yeah, I mean, you got what October, November is what October, November. That's 1 month,
And then they go to straight to
months.
January.
And then they go straight to March after that. And by that point, it's Mortal Kombat's almost out a year. I think at that point, I think they're 8 or 9 months at that point.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
I've heard a
Um,
lot of great things about it. I'm
I
not a
just
fighting
never
game guy.
exactly. I can never play Mortal Kombat like that.
Hmm.
You know,
We played back in the day. Back in the day, we played the shit out of it.
I agree. I mean, but now that it's turned into an esport, it's kind of me and my wife play it as kind of like a every now and again kind of thing. Um, Mario Kart Tour. This ain't big, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Uh, I mean, I remember playing Mortal Kombat at 6 and 7. I still haven't fucking ripped somebody's spine out of their body. So,
Or
whatever.
or ripped their brain out and ate it.
Yeah.
I mean, uh, so this next one ain't really big, but they've released a date for Mario Kart Tour, which is going to be on mobile. It's the game where you can play with one thumb or one finger, as they say. Just the only thing I'm going to tell you guys about this is just get ready for the Nintendo mobile uh, monetization and the microtransactions. Just get ready for it. I mean, there's nothing there. There's going to be energy. I'm going to guess, like kind of like in Dr. Mario. So just get ready for it. Don't be surprised. You'll never see that. What did they do with Mario Kart Run, where you paid $9.99 and you got everything? You got everything after that. Don't ever expect that to happen again. Um, I
Well,
think they lost money on that. So
well, for people like us, and which are relatively normal people, I guess, um, you're going to be really pissed off that first week of playing the game because every time your energy runs out. But really, after that, you're just going to go back to it casually, probably, and only play like 1 or 2 rounds, and then it's going to fade off into your fucking phone.
the
You
thing
know?
that also annoyed me was that they said there's no multiplayer. So
Really?
yeah, that's what I've heard rumors. I've heard that there's no multiplayer. You know, then why do it? Why do this if you can't invite friends or something to a game and do that?
Yeah.
Why? Is this so you're racing against AI the whole
That's
time?
that's Mario Party for you, dude. That is the important part of Mario Party. Or not Mario Party. I'm sorry. You know what I mean, Mario Kart.
Yeah.
So, like, it's just playing against your friends is the best part, even from the Nintendo 64 days and everything. SNES. That's what you do. Hey, man, come over. What do you want to play Mario Kart? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, that if they get rid of multiplayer, which that sounds like a Nintendo thing to do.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I
So,
mean, Nintendo does a bunch of dumb shit that I'm like, man, why?
well,
Like,
they're
why?
heavy on controlling like who can play with your kids and
Yeah,
all that stuff. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it is a bad thing for adult gamers who want to play.
yeah, I agree.
Anyway,
Uh, so that's going to end our news segment today. We're going to go into a new segment, which I kind of created this week, and I kind of like it. We're going to go into our freeware segment, which is this is going to be a segment where each week we're going to tell you about all the new games that are out. So all the new free games that are out that you can get for free right now. So games like they've just released the PS Plus games for September, which is a pretty good lineup. You got Batman Arkham Knight and Darksiders 3. Remember, on these guys, if you have PS Plus, all you have to do is go add them to your library, and they will be there as long as you keep your PS Plus membership. Now, if you lose it at any time, then you will lose these games. Um, Xbox games with gold for September were released also. For the Xbox One, you'll be getting Hitman: The Complete First Season, September 1st through the 30th. We Were Here, September 16th through October 15th. Jonathan, that is the game that we talked about that we played.
yeah.
We Were Here was that one. That's a co-op game. We have actually played that. It's a fun couple of hour experience for two people to do. So if you're going to do it, have fun with it. It's a very good experience. We thoroughly enjoyed that when we played on the PC. Xbox 360 games that are coming out that are also compatible with Xbox One that you're going to get for free are Earth Defense Force 2025 from September 1st through the 15th, and Tekken Tag Tournament 2 September 16th through the 30th.
Earth Defense Force was such a lame game, but people loved it.
They gave I think this is the third or fourth EDF that they've put on these because I have 3 or 4 of them in my library and I know I did not buy them. So I'm gonna guess that's what that was. Epic Game Store free games that you can get right now. Remember, guys, through 2019, Epic Game Store is giving you 1 to 2 free games every week on that platform. So yes, you may hate it, and if you are hating it, that's fine. Hate what you want to, but free is an awesome word.
Yeah.
So, and this also, once you get it there, it helps the developers because Epic does pay the developers for this. So right now until September 5th, you can get Celeste and Inside. Celeste is a wonderful, wonderful little game that you should go play. It's a beautiful indie game, and so is Inside. Inside is a lovely game. Please go play those.
I literally downloaded Inside right before we started the show because I've seen it before and I've always wanted to play it.
Play Inside. Inside's wonderful, man. It's creepy, but it's wonderful. It's great. Couple hours.
I'm not gonna enjoy creepy.
Yeah, true. It's a great little couple hour experience. And then we also have The End Is Nigh and Abzu, which will start from September 5th through the 12th. So like I said, this segment pretty much is we're gonna have we're gonna put all the free games that you can get that week together. And
this is a smart move because I mean we were kind of doing this before, but not like in a segment like this. So I like it.
And not a lot of people do this. Like not a lot of people want to tell you where you can get free shit. You know.
Yeah.
Like when you're I say a budget gamer, you know, sometimes you just want a free game, even if it came out 4 or 5 years ago, you know, just something to play, something to take your time by. And this is something that, you know, this is something that I would want to hear, or I would want to see, or I would want to look for. And, so yeah, this is something we're going to do. Now, you're obviously not going to get, like, next week, if we did a show, you wouldn't get PS Plus games again, because I might remind you of it, but
yeah,
you know, they come out once a month, you know. So so yeah, guys, let us know in the comments if you do, all 2 of you, please let us know in the comments if you like that, if you like this and enjoyed that, because I mean, this is just something that I would like. So
I like it, so we're just gonna keep doing it anyway, whether you motherfuckers like it or not.
Cool. I mean, so Jonathan has spoken, and that's what we're gonna do. Cool.
Done. Hey, the end is nigh. Is that one that was basically the only game on the Switch for when it first released? Like it's like a little brown puppet looking thing.
I believe so. I the bad part about it, I never played it, but I always look at the box art, and it always looks very, what's the word I'm looking for here? Interesting, should I say? Looking it up right now. Yes, I think that is exactly.
Yeah. That's what it looks like.
I think that was the one that was on the Switch. I think it was one of the first games on the Switch for a while.
Yeah. It was when it was hard time for the Switch and all they had was Breath of the Wild.
I mean, if you don't know, it was developed by Edmund McMillan, which is also developer of Super Meat Boy, um,
Yeah.
and Binding of Isaac. It's definitely his type of game.
Hmm.
Um, you want to move into some new releases?
New releases.
All right. So this week we'll do it just like we did last week, one by
Okay.
one. New releases this week, guys. Catherine Full Body Edition, which this is the remastered with all the DLC for PS4 September 3rd.
Hmm. Um, Children of Morta on PC also being released on September 3rd. I don't know what this game is, to be honest with you.
Neither do I. I'll tell you what. Why don't you go ahead and do the next one since it's really you
Okay.
and I will look that up.
Final Fantasy VIII remastered PC, PS4, Xbox, and the Switch, all being released on September 3rd. As you know, that's one of my favorite games, so I love it. That's my favorite
You
Final
want
Fantasy series.
to talk about give a little bit about that while I'm looking up what Children of Morta is real quick, and I'll explain it to you.
Yeah, it's not going to be a full remaster or redesign or anything, folks. It's just going to be a regular remaster HD, just like they've done with some of the other Final Fantasy games in the past. So you're not going to get the new 7 on it, but other than that, it's going to be a really good game. I just want to have a chance to be able to play it and let it look good. So,
All right. Children of Morta is a story-driven action RPG. It's coming to PC, Xbox One, I'm sorry, PS4, Switch, PC, and Xbox One,
oh
and
wow.
the cost is gonna be $20.
Okay.
So it's a story-driven action RPG. The next one is Phoenix Point for PC and Xbox One on September 3rd.
We have Root Letter Last Answer. It's going to be on PS4, Switch in the US September 3rd.
Spyro Reignited Trilogy for PC and Switch September 3rd. This one's gonna be big for Switch. Spyro's a definitely big Switch game.
Lots of people love it.
Yeah, should be a Switch game. Should have been.
We got Warsaw PC going to be released on September 4th.
It's Warsaw. Is that? That's that shooting game, I think. That's that.
It looks like an RPG now that I look like it, like a turn-based RPG.
It does look like a turn-based. Oh, that looks wonderful.
Oh, that's very pretty.
I've been playing so many. The art style looks great on this. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, go look at it. Like
I am. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, y'all should.
I'm not you. I'm talking.
Okay.
I'm talking about them motherfuckers.
Dude, I've been playing so many tactic games that this looks right up my alley right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think
the art style looks so pretty. I like it. It's very beautiful.
Johnson, do you see a price anywhere on that?
No. I mean, it's Steam, so it's like hard to find the shiz.
Like
it says
hasn't
planned
got
release date October 2nd on the one I'm looking on Steam. So.
Oh, it's not even out yet on Steam.
No.
It does look really good. All right. Well, was that Switch or was it only Steam? Was that PC? It's on PC.
That was Steam. Mm-hmm.
That looks like a Switch game. WRC 8 for PC, PS4, and Xbox One on September 5th. I believe that's World Rally Car, by the way.
Okay. We're going to have Creature in the Well. It's going to be on PC, Xbox One, and the Switch September 6th.
Do you know what that one is?
No, but I'm looking it up because it sounds funny or it sounds good.
No, Creature in the Well is an action-based game on. It's got pinball. It has pinball action in it. It's pinball and action mixed in all in one. Go watch a video on it after the show, dude. It looks really good. It's a lot of people say it's worth the money. It's like it's a roguelike almost.
It's kind of the art style is kind of like Hyper Light Drifter.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It looks really good. Gears 5, which is coming out for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate users on September 5th or September 6th. I'm sorry, and
everybody else gets when
13th, I think.
It's 4 or 5 days after that.
Here, let me give you a date.
I think it's 5 days. But
remember, guys, that with September 10th. So remember, guys, with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, you can get the Gears 5 Ultimate Edition day one. So, and you will also get it in day one, and by meaning September 6th, so you get it a couple days early.
Yep. Then we've got Monster Hunter World Iceborne DLC. It's going to be on PS4 and Xbox One September 6th.
That's pretty big for you guys that love Monster Hunter because that's it's gonna be a massive DLC.
Yeah.
This next one, oh my
like
god,
a whole new game.
Yeah. NBA 2K20 is coming out on PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch September 6th. Did you see the new NBA 2K20? I'm sure you didn't. If you have a chance, real quick, I'll talk about this. While I'm talking about this, go on YouTube real quick on your phone.
Okay.
I want you to watch something while I'm talking about this because this is crazy. And everybody that, if you have a chance to, please go check this out. So, search NBA 2K20 trailer.
Okay.
And then when you get there, look for the trailer that says the NBA 2K20 My Team trailer. Should be from Game Trailers. Should have 11,000 views.
First thing that came up. Yep.
Okay. Watch that video.
Minutes.
Hold on now. What you're looking for. Tell me what you see when you're watching this. I'll talk about it while you're watching it. What you're gonna see when watching this trailer is 2K blatantly not care anything about loot boxes, about anything that they're going through right now in the government. What you're going to see is them literally put slot machines in NBA 2K20. They literally put all of these casino games in NBA 2K20. Like, hey guys, fuck you. We're gonna do what we want to do.
Holy shit. I'm seeing some of the videos of these slot machines. Like, are you serious?
This is actually stuff that they're doing in a video game when they're dealing with problems of when they're dealing with issues already in the government. This is something I wanted to bring up because this is crazy.
Straight loot boxing and gambling.
Yes.
Holy crap. Dude, this is insane.
Yes.
I mean, hold up. The loot box mechanics are actually kind of cool looking.
They're very cool. Yes. No, that's
visually pleasing.
It's a cool idea and very visual. Yes. And for those people that are like, ooh, I want random shit. Yes. But my God, dude, you're going through something right now. Video games are going through shit. Why? You are blatantly saying I don't give a shit. That is blatantly what that's
Is
stating.
that a Plinko machine?
Yes, it is.
Oh my God.
Yes, it is.
This is straight up gambling.
Yes, straight up gambling. Surprise mechanics. Surprise mechanics, if you will.
I'm watching this great video. This guy, he's like rolling. He's like,
surprise.
He's just jerking around. Like, I don't know what's going on. And they've got like the wheel spin thing. And oh my God, it's like every casino game ever.
Yep. This was the shit. I heard this the other day and I was like, no, I can't be that bad. And I watched it and I was like, oh my God. What are you doing, 2K? What are you doing?
That's awesome.
You were blatantly just like, yeah, fuck you guys. We don't care.
Yeah. That's basically.
That's worse than EA. People can say what they want to. That's worse than EA. At least EA tries to hide their shit in card packs. That right there is bad. That right there is bad.
That's so bad.
2K20 makes a lot of money, man. That's crazy. They already make a lot of money off their monetization and the way they do their microtransactions. And it's crazy that they even
play to win now, basically.
I mean, basically. I mean, you're paying for what they call VC, which is their virtual currency. And that's the way that a lot, because their big mode is their I hear this from my brother, so I'm not exactly sure. But their big mode is their my creator, my player mode. And you the way you upgrade your player is with your points and stuff, but then you also you need your VC for like clothes and things of that nature. So yeah, it's crazy, and it's an annualized release, and they just bring this just randomly. That's how much money they make off this series. So yeah, I wanted you to see that because that's crazy.
Oh, one free game we left out. What was Rainbow Six Siege?
Oh, that's right. That's
this week. It's free on PC on the Epic Game or not Epic Game Store. The on Uplay.
No, it's free on Uplay Epic Game Store.
Okay.
Because Ubisoft's Ubi, you can get the same stuff on Epic. So yeah, it's free to play on there too.
Yeah, I think it's just there's some limitations to it, but when I went to go download it, it said the high texture pack and all the other garbage to go with it. So
It's probably what they call the standard edition, which is
yeah.
right now the standard edition is considered the I think you can only play as the recruit. I think you have no operators is what they give you with that.
Mhm.
What is my little brother doing on at 9:41 in the morning? I'm not sure.
Why is he awake at a reasonable time?
Yeah, that's crazy. He should not be up this early in the morning. And why is my Epic Game Store in Russian? Oh, that's
I,
crazy.
I'm not quite sure, man. I don't put the settings on your computer
I am not quite sure either, and I probably will not be able to change it back now. Um,
because you
so
can't read. You're gonna
because I
sit
can't,
there with a translator on your phone. All right, hold on. Yeah.
I've done that multiple times. So it does I did that with my Wii at one time, as I bought a Japanese Wii, so it wouldn't surprise me. Um, so Jonathan, what are you playing right now?
Did
Wait,
I
wait.
ever tell you? Did I ever tell you the time that Eliana did that? I let her play with my phone as a kid when she was little, and she changed my entire phone settings to Japanese. I didn't understand a word. I had to go and like watch a YouTube video of how to change your settings and just count how many lines I had to go down to push until I figured it out. It was so retarded. I couldn't believe it.
That sounds like something a child would do, and that's
It does,
hilarious.
man. It was terrible.
It's quite
Anyway, go
hilarious.
ahead.
What are you playing right now?
Well, as always, I'm playing Apex Legends. I just picked up Battlefront 2 for the first time. I've been playing a lot of that. The online modes are actually a lot of fun. Uh,
God, you didn't play it at the beginning.
yeah. Because with this whole Battle Galactic mode is just pure chaos, and I find it
Oh,
amazing.
I was saying it. Thank God you didn't play it in the beginning because this is where the loot box thing pretty
Yeah,
much started.
yeah, I
So
know.
I mean, this and Shadow of War. So thank God you didn't play it in the beginning. I mean, honestly, if it wasn't for those mechanics that they had in there, Battlefront 2 is actually really good
Yeah,
as a multiplayer game.
it's a
It's
really
really
fun multiplayer game.
you can get it for $4.99 all the time out on Origin or whatever. Or, you can always get it for $4.99. It's probably on sale right now.
My other
Um,
friend joined the Discord channel of it, and they said that just a great group of people in there, just having a good time, BSing. So,
I'm glad
mm,
that the game's actually getting some players and some people that are actually enjoying it
yeah,
because it came out like I said it was so bad, dude. I
mhm,
mean the transactions were just horrible, and I'm just glad it's better. It's better than what it was.
yep.
Um,
I'm also playing Pokemon Masters on the phone. That was a new
playing
game just
playing that
released.
playing that as well.
hmm Basically a battle game, you know. So we have a catch Pokemon game and a battle game,
Yeah, you're
you know.
playing 3v3, but you can't collect Pokemon this time. You're more collecting trainers.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah. Ooh, Jesus, that light is bright right in my
I
eye.
think you start out with Misty and Brock, and
Mhm.
then
You move on
you know,
for after that.
they have like a stupid little intro of, "Oh, hi, yeah, I'm Misty." Like we don't know who the hell you are, kind of thing.
Yeah, like
So
anybody that's ever watched Pokemon at this point should know. Hey,
yeah,
I know who you are,
exactly.
woman. Um,
What about you, man?
anything else?
No, that's basically it. What about you?
I'm playing a little bit of this little game called Control.
Yeah.
Control is a blast, and I actually thought I lost my save about an hour ago, and I found it as we were starting this podcast.
Watching your
So
emotions go up and down through that
I
process
was
was
so
great.
mad. I was so mad because this game is so fun, and because man, I'm one of those people. Like I've stated, I'm one of those people that if I'm in the middle of a story and I lose a game save, I won't go back and play it because
Yeah.
I'm mad at that point. Um,
That
but
happening with Odyssey or Origins, Assassin's Creed Origins. I think we talked about this in a previous episode.
yeah, that would piss me off, especially in a bigger. That's a bigger game than this, and that would really piss me off.
Yeah.
But it's fun. The shooting feels great. A third person action feels wonderful. The telekinesis and all of your powers feel great. It's weird as shit, which is exactly what I wanted right now. Remedy is a very weird developer, and they make weird games. I mean, Quantum Break,
That's not a
Quantum.
weird game. That's a beautiful game.
It is beautiful, but it's weird to an extent. And
Yeah.
then you also got Max Payne being weird, and just Remedy, just Alan Wake, it's weird. They make weird games, and it's very It's very Remedy, and it's
Mhm.
lovely. It's beautiful. You start with this. You start with a gun called the service weapon, and the service weapon pretty much turns into any kind of gun. I was kind of weirded out and kind of didn't understand how this worked,
Like a
but it's
Judge Dredd thing.
kind of. It turns into a
Hmm.
shotgun. It turns into a rifle. It turns into an assault rifle. It turns into these kind of things. It's lovely. I love this game.
Can you go double whammy?
No, you cannot. But the gameplay and the battling feels
Hmm.
absolutely satisfying.
Yeah.
It is definitely something I think everybody should pick up and play. I'm also playing Murdered Soul Suspect, which is a game I had never played before.
Is
Um,
that fun?
it got horrible reviews and it's not bad.
Okay.
Um, I I see why it got reviewed bad. I do.
Hmm.
I can see that. Um, but I'm playing it right now with my wife because she loves these. She's a big person into mystery and thriller,
Hmm.
and she I'm playing it with her and she's answering some of the questions when we do it, and it's fun. I'm enjoying it. It's not bad. I'm liking it, and as I always say, no, don't listen to reviews. If you like something, play it, and it's not bad. I would recommend somebody play it if you haven't. I mean, Square. This is a 2014 release, so this is a launch title pretty much for Xbox One. You can tell it's dated. You can tell it's old. I got it for free a couple years ago on it with Games with Gold, and I just never played it.
Yeah.
And it's fun. In case you guys don't remember, also a game that came out this week was Blair Witch. So that's on Xbox Game Pass too. You can go get that and play that if you want to as well. That's gonna be my next one. I probably hop into, even though I don't do those type of games. But my wife is gonna be sitting beside me so I can play it.
I'm
Um,
downloading it right after we get off here.
mine's already downloaded. Just haven't played it. And then of course I'm still playing Fire Emblem Three Houses. That game is, dude, it's so fucking addicting. Oh my god. Um, I do want to let you know that this is something I meant to speak with you about the other day, Jonathan, and I forgot. So this is gonna throw you because I haven't talked to you about this yet.
Okay.
Um, I spoke with Eric, which if you guys don't know, Eric Feeling was on our show last week. He is the host of the podcast, The Offensive Line. Um, please go check that out. It's a wonderful show.
He's a great guy. I really had a great time talking with him.
Eric's a super cool guy, man, and his show, dude. If you get a chance, go listen to The Offensive Line. The Offensive Line is like a comedy podcast where they do kind of the same way we are. I'm sure you. The only reason I did not talk to you about this is because I knew you would probably be okay with it and know you wouldn't care. Um, I'm going to see about doing a crossover episode with them, with
Oh,
the
that sounds
offensive
fun.
line, um, with us in the offensive line doing a crossover episode together. Um, so it'll be ADHD gamer offensive line, us coming together and doing it. So it'll be me and you and probably Eric and I forgot his buddy's name, but his buddies or whoever he wants on it we'll come together and do a game and comedy type show.
Hmm.
Um,
Are we gonna? Would this be on Skype, or are we all gonna meet somewhere? I
I'm
think that.
not sure. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. That's something that we would have to speak with Eric about and
Yeah.
see what he wants to do. So I figure we could probably have a Skype call with Eric one day and talk to him about it and see what he would want to do.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be better if we did it in person.
I think so too.
Um,
I think that especially with that many people jumping
right,
in, yeah,
right.
it'll feel much more natural. So.
I feel like it'd be better in person.
Mhm.
I don't know how they feel about doing. I don't think they do video stuff with theirs. I'll have to ask him. But if they do, I'm going to see if they mind doing a video stuff since we were big on keeping ours video wise as well.
Yeah.
Um, but that was something I didn't really speak with you about. I figured you wouldn't care. I figured that was
Oh,
something.
absolutely. No, I
Cool.
do care because
I,
that
I, fig-
sounds
I figured
awesome.
I figured you'd be cool with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to talk to them about doing that, and he's already said he wanted to do it. It's
Yeah.
kind of just picking out the time and place and getting it done. So yeah, so we're gonna do that, and so we'll keep you up to date on when that's gonna be. If you guys, like I said, if you guys didn't know, I'm gonna plug his show. Please check out The Offensive Line. Eric's a wonderful guy. He's a cool comedian, cool up and coming comedian here in Orlando, and you should really check out his stuff. If you like him, I'm sure he posts the areas where he's at on Facebook. So once again, guys, just to remind you, our show is on podcast services all around. We've already told you where they're all at. iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, iHeart, Spotify, and Podbean. God, I'm getting good at that. You can also check our video podcast, our videos out on YouTube and Facebook at ADHD Gamer.
Please,
Jonathan,
please go and like, share us, please.
Please,
Not really
please.
like trying to earn any money off this, but we just want other people to hear us, whatever, and have
I'm
a
not
good
gonna
time.
lie. If we earn money off this, I'm not gonna complain.
Oh, I wouldn't complain either.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If we earned money off this, it would not. I
But
want you
that's
guys to
not
know.
the goal.
I want you guys to know it would not go to anything personal. It would go to me and him possibly going to conventions or shows and finding out more information and doing interviews with people, being able just to get out there and be able to give more information back to y'all. So that's
Literally
what.
improve the show.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it would be literally in show improvements. The goal eventually would be to get away from this model of doing the online Skype call and go to a more central area of recording in a, I don't want to say a booth, but recording in an area live, should I
Yeah.
say.
Kind of
Um
like we did before.
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just needed better equipment.
Yeah,
But I
we
mean,
didn't have the technology for it.
we had what we had and that was fine.
Hmm.
Um I do like this for now until we get, until we get our stuff. This, you get your better sound quality and you get your somewhat better video. But
Hmm.
eventually I do want to move. I would like to try and move to that. And
Yeah.
it'd just be better. But yeah, guys, make sure you check us out there. And like Jonathan said, please rate us. Please give us ratings, because the more you rate us, especially, I think I know Spotify and all that doesn't do ratings, but if you're gonna rate us, please do it on iTunes. The more ratings we get, it moves us into this area where it's called new and networthy, and that'll give us more look and it'll give us more area. So please check us out there. Um, Jonathan, would you like to plug anything for yourself or anything you're doing right
Um, Honestly, I don't think I have anything at the moment.
now? Okay.
So, um, I think that's it, man.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah. Only other thing I had on my notes was the John Carmack thing, but I don't think we got time to jump into all that.
If
Or
you want to, I've got a little bit of time if you want to. It's
oh,
up to you.
all right, yeah. Um,
Okay.
so if any of you listen to Joe Rogan's podcast, John
Joe Rogan
Carmack,
experience.
yeah, the Joe Rogan Experience, John Carmack was on and during an interview, and he made a lot of comments that were directly related to crunch that made a lot of people uncomfortable. He was sitting there just going, all right, well, no, it's just a normal thing. 60-hour work weeks. I do it. Everybody else can do it. Just kind of being nonchalant about it. It felt like he was being a poster boy for the anti-crunch movement, so it rubbed me the wrong way when I was reading it. John Carmack's a great guy. He makes Doom, all the great games that we've had over the years have come from him. Right now, he's with Oculus and working on Oculus Quest, I think, right now.
Yeah, well, he's the
Or
Oculus. He's working for Oculus VR, but the I think he's the CTO. He's one of those
Chief
big.
Technology Officer. Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of those big ones. Anyway, if none of you know who John Carmack is, John Carmack's probably one of the biggest programmers in the video game history, should I say.
Yeah.
He is one of the original programmers and also the of Doom, and also the co-founder of id Software. So I mean, for him to say these kind of things kind of annoyed me to an extent when I listened to it.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I don't, especially with the industry being as crunchy as it is, should I say?
Yeah.
And us going through all this stuff right now, for him to just nonchalantly be like, "Yeah, you know what? We do it." I mean, I can understand it from an extent. I try to look at it from the extent of, as a developer, if my boss walks in and be like, "Hey guys, we're a crunch studio, so just letting you guys know, just giving you a heads up in the meantime," that's my choice to be like, do I really want to stay here?
Mm-hmm.
Do I go through that? But then at the same time, you should not have a boss being like, hey, this is okay to do.
Yeah.
Just because you didn't have your family. And I believe you told me he just started a family recently, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, like he started a family late in life. I don't know how
He's
old he
49
is.
years old. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you start a family late in life, of course, when you're in your early 20s, and of course you worked crunch because you were a single individual. You didn't have the family to worry about. Most of these nowadays, it's normal to become a family at 20, 25 years old.
Yeah. And when I say family, I mean like he just started having kids, I think, recently.
Yeah.
He's had a wife forever and a day, I think. But he was talking about some of these other projects too. Like he has like a twin, he works on cars and does this. And Joe Rogan kept going on about Well, how do you have time to do this? Oh, you can find time to do anything, and I get my 8 hours of sleep and blah blah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm sure you
Yeah,
get sleep all the time, John Carmack.
I kind of wish John Carmack wouldn't have went on this
Yeah,
episode because
I
it
wish.
kind I don't want to say it changed an outlook on how I look at him because he's still one of the biggest producers ever, but he's still one of the still one of the biggest programmers ever, and still a big guy in video game history. He will always
Massive respect for him.
that'll never change. But to be to come on there and just nonchalantly do this when right now we're in a time of you shouldn't do this. That's that's kind of like why you pretty much just came on and be like, hey, I mean, to me to me the story I took from this was y'all are being pussies. I've done this forever. That's kind of the way I felt about it.
You know how I look at him now is it's more like the old grandpa. I like sticking in my old ways, and that's
back in my day. We used to walk back and forth 15 miles uphill in snow barefoot.
Yeah. And it was amazing. You kids just don't understand. It's all right. Nobody needs sleep. I enjoy working on these projects.
What I don't think he looks at either, which I'm sure he knows, and he probably just didn't. I don't know why he said the shit he did, but it takes a lot more to make a game now than it did back when Doom and Wolfenstein were first coming out. And yes, your programming was still there, but today there's a lot more programming involved. Yeah. You can't kick games out in 2 weeks like you used to be able to. So yeah, that Carmack thing was crazy. I can't believe that. I really cannot believe that he had that. He came out and said that stuff. It was a crazy interview. I'm glad Joe Rogan did it, and Joe Rogan's a big gamer. So with him bringing Carmack on, it does show that of his gaming roots. But it's just crazy that Carmack, I don't think he expected it at all, because it kind of, you could look at Joe Rogan's face the whole time while he's interviewing him and being like, oh man, fuck, what did I do? Yeah. Like what did I do to one of my favorite people? People are going to look at him weird, and the industry's already taken it. I mean, IGN's got stories on it, Polygon, GameSpot's got stories. They all have stories on it, and people have had different opinions, should I say? Mm-hmm. But I agree with you. I think I don't think he should have ever done it, to be honest.
No, they should have stayed out of there. I mean, Joe Rogan opened the door too, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's partly Joe Rogan's fault, but I mean, I'm kind of glad he did, because I mean, it shows where these certain people stand. I mean, CTO is usually a big part of a bigger position in a company, so it does show where a bigger person stands. So compared to somebody that's a tester or a little guy, So I mean, it just happened to be that John Carmack was the one that got screwed out of it. So it kind of sucks.
He sounded like a little kid just trying to defend it, it's fine, I care about these games. That's why I volunteer to work on these games, 60, 70 hours a week. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Like I don't have a life anymore. I just started doing a family. These guys don't need their family. I never had one.
Yeah. That's kind of what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I can't believe he did that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it don't really make me look at him any different. He's still one of the biggest.
It really doesn't.
He's one of the biggest pioneers in gaming. It was just a bad look.
Well, like I said, it's just looking at him like, oh, that's just grandpa. Don't listen to
him. Yeah.
He's really smart and he does a lot of cool shit. Yeah. It's just grandpa. You just ignore him.
So if you don't want to crunch, don't go work for Oculus. Just giving you hints.
No Facebook, no nothing. Don't work for them.
Yeah, if y'all don't know, Facebook owns Oculus, so don't don't do it. You got anything else you want to say about that?
No, I'm good, man. Thank you, ADHD gamers, for watching. You guys have a great day.
As always, guys, we would like to thank you for watching and listening. From us here, ADHD Gamer, it's been fun. And remember, if we're not back next week, something happened. So something happened, and we'll be back the following week.
I'll post how Mike died. Don't worry. He was impaled by a chicken, and the beak went straight through his body. It was great.
Possibly a coyote. So if not, we'll be back.
Opened him up like a fucking tauntaun.
if nothing happens, guys, we'll be back next week. But if not, we'll be back the following week. So thank y'all for watching. Jonathan, ADHD Gamers.
See it.
Peace.